Hey collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to the channel. So today I have a pick a pile reading for you. So I want you to put some deep focus on each pile and intuitively select whichever one you are drawn to. If you're having a hard time selecting, you can just kind of randomly, go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or whatever works best for you. But go ahead and focus on the 3 piles, and then we will jump right into your respective pile. All right, so if you selected pile 1, this is your reading. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the energies currently, and then I will go ahead and jump into the tarot a little later on. So let's see what we have going on. So the first card that came out for you is Sundress. Do it for you. So there might be something in your energy currently that maybe you're doing too much for other people around you and not spending enough time on yourself, focusing on your own energies and your own, priorities. Like, are you making yourself a top priority, or are you looking at other people and focusing more on what they've got going on? All right, so the next card that came out here is the Worm, which is renewal. So there's definitely a call for renewal in your life right now. I always look at this as sort of the death and rebirth energy. All right, and so I also want to say that there have been many interruptions already just in me trying to get your reading out today. So this also feels like this could be distractions, things that are trying to prevent you from progressing on your journey. So that actually leads me to the next 2 cards that I pulled. And we have Unbothered by Others' BS, Not My Circus. So there's something that you're being called right now to not care about because it's not your issue, okay? We also got Pisces here, so water energy, intuitive, artistic, whether you're a Pisces, somebody else may be a Pisces, but just Pisces energy here. So what are you looking at? What are you focusing on? What's happening around you that is potentially not your worry to carry? Okay, so that is the question that Spirit is asking of you at this time, just to be aware that, maybe something that you are focusing on is not your problem to be concerned about. So that brings us to your next card, which this is from my mystical healing deck. So this one's more of an oracle, and I am going to read from the book on this. We have Relieve Anxiety. So pile 1, we're going to talk about how you can relieve your anxiety. So is there something going on that's causing you anxiety that, again, it feels like it's not your burden to carry? So the message says, slow down and connect to your inner self. Your body is showing you that something is out of alignment. You have pushed down numerous traumatic experiences, and your inner being is overwhelmed by too many charged and conflicting energies. If you continue pushing, forcing, and ignoring all the signs, you will be headed for an internal breakdown. Your inner wisdom is eager to come out and show you a different way of living your life. You need to find a way to slow down, go into nature, and truly listen to your body. Ask questions such as, what feeling am I suppressing? What aspects of my life is this anxiety trying to illuminate? What inner and outer changes do I need to make? This can include food, alcohol, lifestyle, work, relationships, as well as going within and becoming aware of how you actually process life. All right, so very interesting there, because again, it feels like a lot of what you're carrying is not even yours to carry. All right. And so that's where this renewal feels like it needs to happen, and to make that decision to do something for yourself. And I just also heard with that, for once, and I don't like that I have to say that, but Spirit's calling me to say it. So it's like, guess what? You matter, and you should be putting yourself first, okay? You did pick pile 1, so remember that. Number 1, you first. So let's go a little deeper. Let's get into the tarot and see what other messages want to come through for you for pile 1. What else is going on here? We have the High Priestess. I love that. Again, very intuitive energy here. It feels like you have this beautiful intuitive energy within you, but you may be suppressing it, whether you realize it or not. It also feels like there, again, are people around you that are trying to suppress it. Maybe you have seen the red flags in particular situations, but because you are this intuitive being, sometimes people have said, and again, this isn't me, but this is other people, that they can also be very trusting, okay? And so it can be difficult to see those red flags in any relationship that we're in if we trust the individual, right? So what this is giving me is maybe somebody in your life is potentially causing you harm in some way, doing things for their benefit, but in return, it's causing you anxiety. It's causing you extra stress that you don't need to be carrying. And they're telling you in some way that this is good for you when it's not. Really, it's good for them, okay? And that's, again, where we need to kind of take that step back and say, this is not my problem to deal with, okay? And we do have the Magician at the bottom. I love that. Tell me more, please, for this reading for pile 1. Thank you. The Three of Swords. So what this feels like to me now is, if it is a relationship, if it is romantic, it does not have to be, because this could be tying into any sort of relationship, right? Could be with your mother, could be with your father, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin. What this feels like is like gaslighting, manipulation, that hot and cold energy. Somebody who shows up and says, I love you so much, I'm going to give you the world, but then turns around and does these like heartbreaking acts. And so it's very much like that toxic relationship feeling, okay? We do have the Five of Swords here. It feels like someone's trying to keep you in a mental confusion. And it's a lot of push and pull, a lot of in and out. It's not steady, consistent love, if that makes sense. So what it's giving me is they come in like love bombing. There we go. That's kind of the word I was looking for. Breadcrumbing. They're coming in. They're strong. They're like, I love you so much. I'm going to give you the world. I promise, promise, promise. But then they retreat and potentially do something that, hurts you and get you confused. Like, wait a minute, they just said they loved me and now I'm so confused by what's going on here because I'm hurt. So whatever this is for you, see the red flags, trust your intuition with those red flags because you have this anxiety for a reason. Fall into that anxiety and trust it. Right? If it is one individual, if it's a group of individuals that are making you feel this way, pull your power back, pull your time, set boundaries, and say, you know what? I need some time to think. And trust me when I say that these people are likely not going to be very happy about that because they were benefiting from your energy. But you need your energy. So it might be time to do it for you. You need to renew something within yourself here and to pull away from wherever it is being drained and siphoned from you and even causing you pain and anxiety and mental anguish. Like what this is giving me is it almost feels like you're internally fighting yourself, like, in your head space. Like, why is this happening? But he said he loved me, and oh no, but he hurt me so bad. Like, and I keep saying he. I don't know what the gender is of the person or people that are hurting you. So take that as it resonates. Now we have the Queen of Swords. It is definitely time to use your sword and cut out what does not need to be there. Queen of Swords is very boundary driven, not so much in the heart space, more in the head space, very intellectual, very intelligent, but very boundary driven, right? I will cut you off because I need to, for me. All right, what else do we have here? And I'm getting that you need to be more in this energy. Because maybe you have been too much in your heart. A lot of swords here. Now we have the Page of Swords. It feels like a message is about to come through here that's going to be some sort of truth bomb to you. You're going to be like, oh, so-and-so said that about me, or so-and-so did that behind my back. I had no idea. Now I can see their true colors. Like, that's what this feels like. A lot of sword energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. You are the authority of your own life. This is not external to you. This is you. You're going to stand up and do something for you. It almost feels like, Spirit's like trying to dust you off and be like, all right, get back up and go back out there. But now do it for you. Like, forget about everybody else that you've done everything for your whole life. It's time to do it for you this time. The Seven of Wands. I love that. Because look, there's all these wands coming at you, and here you are, maybe with a couple. I don't know if this is two of you doing this. Could be just one or two of you. But you're like fending people off. You're like, I'm standing up for me. Maybe you're standing your ground on a position, right? Like, I refuse to buy into that, whatever that is. So all these people are coming at you with their thoughts, with their projections onto you. And you're like, no, I choose not to engage in that. That is not for me. I'm going to be over here doing my own thing. Let's get one more. Thank you. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Spirit is calling you not to hold on too tight to things. Your world is being shaken up right now for a reason. You're actually being illuminated at this time. To things that don't fit. To people that don't fit. To people that have been abusing, I don't want to say abusing you, more abusing your power and your energy to make you believe, to make you think that you can't do something for yourself. Maybe they've made you feel stuck and trapped, and that's what's giving you this anxiety. Maybe they've made you feel that, like, if you were to go out on your own, you wouldn't make it on your own. But something here is saying that you absolutely can, and you are, and you will, because you're about to come into your power here. You're about to set those firm, strong boundaries and be like, nope, that ain't for me. And I am also getting that it's going to take you using your voice to accomplish this. I have gotten a lot of like throat stuff as I'm trying to read this. I've had to pause, like I said, several times. It's almost like you need to clear your throat so that the thing can be said. Like, guess what, brother, sister? No. No is a complete sentence. Whatever this truth is that's being revealed to you, trust that. Use your intuition and trust it because it's important. Spirit wants you to see whatever it is that's being shown to you. Don't let these other individuals talk you out of it because they've done that before and it's caused you great anxiety. Because your brain is like conflicted. You're like, but they say they love me. Why are they treating me so bad? Exactly. That's what's being revealed to you, right? Do the actions match the words of the individuals? Because there's things that are said, again, promises. I'm getting lots of promises, but then there's no actual delivery of the promise. So start paying attention to the people in your life and paying attention to how they show up in your life. Are they here to reciprocate your energy? Are they here to be happy for you when you are going to celebrate something? Or are they like, oh, no, no, no. You know, you will start to see it. It's very evident once you pay attention to it, and that's where your high priestess energy comes in, okay? You're going to say, oh, guess what? I got this really cool thing coming up. All you got to do is just sit there and like kind of now stand back and wait for that person's response. You're going to get mixed responses. And that's how you're going to know who's on your side and who is not happy for you and your success. You're going to be like, oh, you're talking about yourself now and you totally deflated whatever I was just trying to say. Yep. I mean, that's even happened to me in the last couple days. I'm just like, all right, I see you for who you are now. But then I've also gotten other responses when you say the same exact thing to a different person and they're literally like, yay, I'm so happy for you. Like, this is awesome. This is going to be so great for you. It's such a difference in reactions. Pay attention to them because these are telling you everything you need to know about the individuals that you surround yourself with. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Cups. So there's something here too that's asking you to reconnect with you from your childhood. This could be childhood wounds and traumas that you need to heal within yourself. This could also be somebody that wants to come back into your life to reconnect with you from your childhood that, taps into your inner child. Maybe both of your inner childs play well together. All right. So we've got a few cards left to wrap this reading up. First one we're going to get you is an intuitive message, all right? So we have this one that came out, number 52, align with a mentor. Your intuition will grow substantially through tapping the wisdom and skill set of someone further along in their psychic development. This card may also signal that you require more tools for navigating life as a sensitive person. Being mentored in any area may prove valuable now. Mentors often appear in divine timing. All right, love that. So again, someone might show up in your life that's wanting to be a mentor to you. Maybe they've seen your struggles. They see exactly what's going on here. And they're like, look, I want to help. I've been through this too. I know exactly what's happening here, and I can tell you exactly what I did to help you through this. All right, make sure you trust the mentor. Again, the response is everything. You start to tell somebody that you want to do better for yourself and you start to actually do that. If they're happy for you and they're celebrating that and maybe even want to help you achieve that, those are your people. The ones that are like, oh, no, you can't do that. Or, oh, that didn't work for me, so it's not going to work for you. Again, people reveal exactly who they are when the time is right. You just need to pay attention. All right, let's get your angel number. We have 111, and again, intuition. So this is insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, intuitive, unconditional love. So this is the number 1 again. So now we have 1111 here. Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. You're on the right path to turning your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. I love that. You're absolutely at this precipice of change. So again, you're realizing now that you've probably overgave your energy to other people and not poured as much of your own energy into yourself. Now it feels like you're starting to change how you view that. And you're like, okay, now it's time to put it in myself. Your spirit message, you wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it has grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience and stop overthinking. Keep watering your seeds. Okay. We did get the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck previously. Again, sword energy is all mental energy. So whatever it is that you are overthinking right now, it is causing you anxiety. It's time to put that to rest, okay? Pour that energy into yourself. Do it for you now, and this will give you this renewal. And it is going to cause you to leave some people behind and to be unbothered by what other people think. All right, that is the biggest thing here, because there's going to be some people that are going to be like not happy for you and your progress. That's fine. Don't let it bother you. Keep going. All right, your affirmation for today: I let the universe catch up with my dreams. I'm going to repeat that for you. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. So it definitely feels like you've got dreams that you want to pursue here. And again, I am getting very strongly that you have been stifled in some way. I don't know if it was literal people or if it was obstacles in your path, but it felt like something was preventing you from moving forward. Okay? So maybe it was either people hanging on too tightly to you, and then you like trying to make you almost feel guilty for going, and then you're like, okay, I'll stay, that sort of thing. Or maybe there was a codependency and you're thinking to yourself, I can't go make it out on my own, and so you're hanging on too tight. So whatever this is, it is time to let some things go. Let them be in the past, because they're not serving you for your dreams that you have for your future here, okay? Very highly trust your intuition at this time, because it will always lead you down the right path. And again, potentially a new mentor might be coming into your life to help you through this phase. Okay? So pile one, that is your message. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Welcome, pile two. If you chose this one, then this is your reading. So we're going to get into your spread. We're going to pull some tarot a little later on and see what the messages are in the cards for you today. So let's take a look. The very first one that we got out for you is confidence. It comes with time and practice. So there may be something happening in your world right now that's maybe either drained your confidence or made you wonder if you even have any confidence. Like, what this feels like to me is something shook your confidence. Something is testing your confidence. There could even be something that like this is now giving me from your childhood. Like you're being reminded of something. Like maybe there was a time you tried to be confident and you were made fun of, or, something to that extent. Maybe something failed that you put out where you're like, I'm so confident, and then something didn't work out and it, made you feel less than. So let's keep going. What else do we have here? We have the wolf instincts. I love this. So there's a strength within you that is arising from this. So whatever it is that happened, the wolf energy, I love wolf energy, because wolves can either be part of a pack and thrive that way, or they can be, like that saying, the lone wolf. They can also be solo and work well on their own as well. So whatever resonates for you with this wolf card, we do have something that's arising within you that is instinctual, and it's coming from this lack of confidence. Okay? It's actually helping you to build your confidence, because again, confidence does not just come overnight. It comes with time and practice. All right, we got two other cards here. We have I see you, spying, and then we also have swim away. All right, so there's something that's occurring here with this where maybe that was part of what took your confidence. Maybe there was a situation that you had to leave behind, because it was not working for you. Okay, maybe somebody, again, we talked about this, was trying to take your confidence or make you believe that you didn't have any confidence. So whatever that looks like for you. But I'm also getting with this swim away and this I see you spying. This feels like control. It feels like you had a lack of control and maybe somebody else tried to exert their control over you and it caused you to have to leave a situation. So were you being spied on, controlled? That's what this feels like. I'm almost getting like monitoring, like looking at your phone constantly, asking where you're going, who you're with, like cameras. Like tracking devices. Good grief. And now that you're out of that, it's like you've got to relearn who to be again without the control of others. And again, this doesn't have to be in a relationship, although it feels that way here. I mean, this could be a controlling parent. You know, maybe you were living at home and you're finally moving out of the house and going out on your own. It doesn't have to be a relationship. But it definitely feels like you had a controlling person or group of people that were in your life, close in your life, like as in living with you, and just kept track of everything you did. And tried to tell you, again, who you can hang out with, who you can speak with. Tracked you, monitored you. Man. So if this is you now trying to relearn, you know, with your instincts, how to be again, how to, you know, who you are. And, you know, maybe that situation did shoot down your confidence. It feels like you're now, because again, she's on a train here. She's on a train getting away from something. And, you know, there is this sun and the moon. So it's like cycles are going to come into your life and reteach you how to be who you're supposed to be without this controlling aspect. Wow. All right, so the next card that came out, which this one's an oracle. This is the Mystical Healing Oracle. So I'm going to read from the deck on this one. We have show self-respect. All right. It's time to get to know your inner self. Self-respect requires you to listen to the cycles of your body and your inner voice, as well as discern what behavior, relationships, environment, food, beverage, work, etc. are healthy for you. Self-worth occurs when the world of thoughts and feelings is elevated into higher domains. That is when you start to know at the core of your being that you are a spirit or soul being supported by many angelic helpers. What can stop you from self-love and self-respect are the deep personal lies that might have been developed in early years of your childhood. Of being unwanted, not good enough, not lovable, or not smart enough. This can plunge into you a perpetual self-doubt and self-sabotage. It's time to identify what is working in your life and what is harming you. This self-reflection will allow you to turn confusion and uncertainty into profound self-knowledge. Wow. That almost had me tearing up. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. To hear those words, it very strongly gave me now parental unit. It could also be something that perpetuated in a relationship. Okay, so if this was not parental, although I'm getting that it was, it could also be caregiver. So aunt, uncle, you know, somebody that was in your life that was just making you feel unworthy of something, of love, of existing. You know, this is giving me very much that you had to shrink yourself down in your own existence. So it's now time to take a look at those words that you've been told in your childhood, in your life, even in your adulthood, that don't resonate with you anymore, that you're breaking free from, that you have to deprogram from yourself. It's like you're now seeing something, and it's very evident what's been going on all this time, whereas maybe again previously you didn't see it. All right, let's get into the tarot. Let's see what else we can get for pile 2 here. We have the Fool card. I love that because, again, it's about starting over. It's time to swim away, to get away from whatever this situation was, and just start over. Whatever this starting over is for you, it's going to bring you immense benefits because you're no longer under whatever this controlling aspect was that was in your life. Again, learning the meaning of self-respect, learning the meaning of confidence, and building your instincts, which you have probably been taught to shove down. It's also teaching you what this looks like, this controlling factor, and now when to leave sooner. So that's kind of what this lesson here feels like that it's been for you. 9 of Swords. Yep, that is worry, anxiety. We had anxiety in pile 1 as well. Ace of Wands. Yep. You have something brand new coming in. So don't worry about that. Like, you might be all up in your head, concerned and worried about where this is going, how this is going to pan out, that sort of thing. But Spirit just wants you to know that it's going to be fine. In fact, it's going to be great because you've got the Ace of Wands here. And the Fool. That is a brand new beginning. Things are going to be beautiful for you. Another ace. That is so amazing. I'm getting to here that, like, with this 9 of Swords, that there might still be something within you that's a little raw when you start out, because it's like a fresh wound. That's what this feels like. A lot of swords here. Feels like a lot of fresh wounds, not just one. So maybe it was a group of individuals that treated you badly. But just know that even time will always heal your wounds, okay? And again, time and practice is what's going to build confidence. So it may be tough in the beginning. It always is. But you've got now an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. So you have lots of new things on the horizon here that are going to start showing up in your life to be like, you didn't just go through this for no good reason. 10 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, Empress at the bottom. Like, wow. What this feels like is your glow up era. This feels like you are alchemizing this pain into something beautiful. So this went literally from pain, sadness, lack of confidence, maybe a lack of self-respect, to holy cow, look where we ended up. So I don't know in what phase you are of this, but just know that it is so much better on the horizon. Luck now favors you. You've got new beginnings on the horizon. You are about to build a life of legacy, of monetary value. Maybe you're going to write a book about this. Maybe you're going to be self-help for those out there who had to deal with this, and so they know how to spot it sooner. You're like, I'm going to help somebody now alchemize their pain into something beautiful. Okay? I'm also getting with this Empress card that you're going to turn into the mother that you always needed. So if it was your mother, that was not very loving and nurturing and, tried to do this controlling aspect, you're going to become what it was that you needed. And even if your mother was nurturing and whatnot, you're still going to become this, okay? For others, for yourself. It's like you have to do this for yourself first, and then other people will come in and be like, oh, I could also use that. Wow. And again, so many times I almost teared up in this reading for not only just for pain and suffering, but then for the beautiful outcome that you have here at the end. It's literally like you're going down this dark, stormy path that feels endless, when is this going to end? And then all of a sudden, the sunshine comes out, and you're doing things that are amazing, and, Spirit's blessing you with all kinds of things in your life. And you're just like, wow, I never knew it could be this way. And let me tell you, these people who treated you wrong are going to see it. So it's going to be very public, very evident. And sure, they may come back in and apologize, or maybe not. Maybe they'll try to still treat you the way they always treated you. And you're going to be like, no, I'm doing better for myself now. I gained my confidence. I'm showing self-respect. We're done, whatever it is. All right, let's get you an intuition oracle. We've got, get curious about your psychic DNA. Your intuition is uniquely yours, yet partially inherited or influenced by your cultural background. A portion of your intuitive makeup may run through your distant bloodlines. Ancestral mystical gifts are working through you now. These psychic roots reach far beyond people who birthed or raised you and are more connected to your soul DNA. I love that because we just talked about, again, parental control and stuff like that. Maybe some of you have felt that, oh, because my parents are like this, then I'm going to turn out that way, or I have their DNA. Guess what? You don't have to worry about that. You've got other sorts of DNA within you that stretch way back beyond that, okay? Beyond ancestral lineage. And it is far more prominent within you than you realize. So tap into that as much as you can at this time. I just saw 2222 on the clock. All right, your angel number is 0606. This is commitment. We have loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual growth, solutions. Living with honesty and light every day is a powerful way to cultivate a peaceful and meaningful life. By embracing truth, you unlock solutions and comfort. Let go of worries by expressing your emotions authentically and regularly. Open your heart to the future because the best is yet to come. Look at that. The best is yet to come. Very evident as here on the table. It feels like it starts out okay, I'm leaving behind something, I'm starting fresh, but I am so full of worry, fear, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. But then it's nope, it's going to be great, right? What they're giving me now is that saying of, what if I fall, right? Because the fool jumps off a cliff. But Spirit's here to remind you that you're not going to fall. You're going to fly. All right. Your spirit message is those difficult times will pass. Nothing bad lasts forever. The sun will shine again, the birds will sing, and the clouds will clear, and you will be glad you kept moving forward. You will soon be rewarded for your patience. Hold on, you are far stronger than you think. Wow. And again, I feel immense strength coming from whoever's listening for this pile. And I have almost not this entire reading been able to contain me wanting to cry over this, because it's been a mixture of sadness, fear, and also this beautiful energy coming in. So just know that you're going to be taken care of. You are always supported and taken care of. Here is your affirmation. I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. I'm going to repeat that. I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. Beautiful reading, pile 2. It's like you literally are going from rags to riches, from control to freedom. So however you want to look at that storyline of you and your life and your journey, just know that none of this suffering was in vain, because you are about to be hugely rewarded for it. And not only just like blessing upon blessing, but like monetary things, right? Luck. There's so much coming in for you right now that I can't even express all of it. And again, it's so beautiful. I'm getting the word like magnanimous. So maybe you've been the pauper in your early life, and now you're about to become the queen or the king or whatever it is, the emperor, the empress. Whoever it is that you want to be, you're becoming that. All right, pile 2. This has been your beautiful, amazing reading. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. If you chose this pile 3, then this is your reading. So we're going to jump right into the cards that were picked for you and your reading, and then we will go ahead and get into the tarot a little later on in the spread. So let's see what your first card that came out. We got this one, the Evil Queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. So this almost feels like betrayal a little bit. It feels like potentially you were promised something and then delivered something else entirely. So we'll have to keep going with your reading to see what all that means. But what I'm getting is that, somebody gave you something that you didn't deserve. Something maybe was promised to you. Maybe they promised you sugar and gave you salt. Okay? So we'll have to see what that could mean for you. The next card that came out for you is the Owl, and we have Wisdom. So it feels like based on whatever happened with this experience for you, you are now wiser because of it. Like what I'm getting here with something in particular is the actions didn't match the words. Okay, so again, somebody promised you the sugar and gave you salt, and now you've seen like the wicked ways. We do have Evil Queen, so I'm getting like wicked ways. It could be a feminine figure in your life, maybe potentially a mother figure. Doesn't have to be, but it's giving me that. Like, it's taken me to a couple of different evil queens. Let's see, Cinderella, the evil stepmother, right? She treated Cinderella very badly, like a servant in her own home. It's also giving me Sleeping Beauty, Maleficent. So it's interesting because she can be portrayed as kind of both ways. When they made the movie, the live action with Angelina Jolie, she didn't really come across as being that bad. They tried to show her more vulnerable side and her human side. But in the cartoon version, she is pure evil. There's no way around it. It's also giving me Snow White with the apple, right? Here's this apple. I promise it's fine, it's good, but then it was poison. So that's what this is giving me. It's all of those energies. All right, let's see what else we've got here. So we have Signs from Beyond, Spiritual Ancestors, and then we have Libra, Balance and Air Energy. So we could be speaking about a Libra here, whether it's you or someone else involved. But I'm also getting that you have been being sent something from your ancestors. It doesn't have to be ancestors, it could be angelic support, something of that nature. Okay, wisdom has been endowed to you. Is that the right word to use? So whatever that means to you, maybe you've been seeing owls out there, butterflies, feathers. We have butterflies a couple times now here. Those are all signs from your ancestors just letting you know that they are watching over you, they are protecting you, and that, you're you're good. Like, you don't have to worry about whatever it is that's been going on here, because you are protected, you are supported, you are loved. All right, let's see what else we've got here. So we also got this card, which is temper your criticism, and that's number 33. Temper your criticism. All right, let's read from that. So this is from the Mystical Healing Oracle. Become discerning instead of critical. When you are critical, you harden yourself and literally put energetic knives into others. You also block yourself from becoming a more refined, sensitive, intuitive human being. Your healing pathways get blocked and your bones and muscles begin to degenerate. When you are harsh and critical with yourself, you lose your life force energy, your self-esteem, and you become depressed. Your ability to be flexible, think deeply, and receive new, higher wisdom is also limited. Start looking for what is good, holy, and beautiful in each person. Develop discernment while still encouraging yourself and others to grow. Try to see things from several angles in order to create more objectivity and gentleness in your counsel. Practice self-kindness. This card also asks for you to start to experience yourself, others, and the world from a more compassionate point of view. Look at every challenge as a possibility for growth. All right. So while I was reading that, what this was giving me now in relation to what's out here has to do with not seeking revenge and not judging somebody else for being evil. Weird as it sounds. And now I'm also realizing too with this card that this is hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Okay, we have this person with the blindfold on, we have this person covering their ears, and this person covering their mouth. So it's about not perpetuating something. So be the wise person in the situation. Okay? So if somebody did do you wrong, just know that it will be handled on your behalf. And that's all about what Libra energy is. It's like the justice energy. It's going to be put back into balance. Nothing goes unnoticed. So don't worry about whatever you think needs to happen with whatever this situation was, because it's not your problem. So just trust that it will be handled on your behalf, because it will, and it is, and that you don't need to step in and seek retribution for whatever happened. And also limit your judgment about what occurred. All right, let's jump into the tarot. Let's see if we can get some more information for this reading, please. For pile 3, we have the Page of Pentacles. All right. Yep. Like what this card literally said to me was, you don't know it all. Maybe you don't know the whole story. Knight of Wands. Yep. Okay, so with that, what they're kind of telling me is that maybe you only know part of the story, right? We have the hearing, the seeing, and the speaking. Maybe you only heard something, you didn't see it. So, yeah, okay. So it's very much like there could be 3 sides to the story here. Maybe you've only heard one. Maybe you've only seen one. Maybe somebody told you one, but you haven't seen all the sides yet. So before you go retaliate on something, stop your judgment and your criticism about it. Like what this is giving me, okay, so the example they just brought to my attention was seeing something on social media. Maybe somebody posted a picture with someone. Like, let's say you're in a relationship with someone and they posted a picture of someone of the opposite or, same gender, whatever situation you're going on, and you make an assumption based on that picture that they're cheating on you. That's something that you saw. And so you immediately start getting angry and upset and wanting to lash out or whatever, but it turns out it's their sister or brother or cousin or whatever, you know what I mean? And so you got all angry and upset for no reason. So don't rush forward into something when you don't know all of the information yet. That's very much what I'm getting with this. Like, slow your roll. Don't jump into rushing into conclusions. Stand your ground. Okay. What else? I'm also getting that this could pertain to injustices. Maybe someone is telling you that there's been an injustice. Again, kind of going back to this card. And you're like, oh, that's so wrong. I want to make it right for you, whatever that situation is. But maybe that person that told you the scenario didn't tell you all the sides to the story. And so you rush in, to make a rash judgment. And it turns out that you only got part of the story. And maybe even that part was embellished. So be careful with that right now, pile 3. A lot of 7s out here. Yep, I'm getting have patience. More balance and take the middle road. This could also be Sagittarius energy here. We have no cups on the table. Meaning emotions left the game a long time ago, guys. Ladies, people, whoever you are. There's no emotions on the table. There's also no intuition on the table. I'm getting like quick, rash judgment. And there's a need to slow down here. There is absolutely a need to slow down here. I don't know what this is for all of you. But something is needing to be looked at differently. Again, you don't have all the facts. You don't have all the information. Maybe go back to the source and say, who else knows about this? Can I talk to them about it? Maybe even not get involved at all if it's not your problem. You know what I'm saying? Because this feels like someone jumping in too quickly to try to resolve a problem that they don't know the full facts of. So take your time with this. Don't rush. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to retaliate on your behalf or someone else's. Because we do have these 2 cards here, these are like the cups. And so this is why we don't have anything down here. So the cups need to be brought back into the equation. Okay? Bring love back into the equation. Bring intuition back into the equation. That's what's been left somewhere else and needs to be brought back. Okay? Like even with temperance, this is head and heart. This is masculine and feminine energy. This is light and dark. There is a need for balance right now. A need for patience. Like I'm even getting that this could create a standoff between you and somebody or a group of people trying to rush forward into something. And I'm getting that it's out of fear. It's like don't let fear rule your actions, your reactions. Okay, trigger. I just heard the word trigger. So this could be an attempt at trying to trigger you, to get you to react, to respond, to take you off balance. I just heard Mufasa say, remember who you are. So it's like there's something about you here that's trying to come forward. And again, I'm getting like this spiritual wisdom here that is balanced, that is patient, that is intuitive. Okay. That's all that's coming to me with the channeled messages. So let's get into your intuition message. We have witness and observe. Shield yourself by witnessing others instead of absorbing all the energy and emotions around you. Engage your claircognizant or intellectual psychic pathway by observing the world with curiosity and detachment. Create healthy emotional space between yourself and others and between yourself and your emotions. Practice neutrality and maintain sensible energetic boundaries. Wow, that could not tie more into exactly what I was saying than any other card I could have pulled. Literally everything I was saying. Practice detachment. Witness and observe. Again, this may not even be your problem to deal with. Might be someone else's. So don't jump in and make some snap judgments, you know? All right, your angel number, we have 2121. This is energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, patience. Patience again. Discipline, focus, trust, and relationships. The day that you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy and stay focused. Your efforts will pay off. Remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. So that was a whole other thing about guarding your energy and shielding yourself. So that is also a thing. 7 of Wands can also be that, where you're just kind of fending off something, right? Your message from Spirit: where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. That only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you've got this. All right. So this might be falling back into old patterns. Maybe you used to be like a very scrappy person, right? Like, I'm getting like tearing off the earrings and bar fighting. Like, let's go. And now you're like, I don't do that anymore. Like, I'm getting that. Like, someone's trying to pull you back into that old some way you used to be, okay? Whatever that was for you. All right, we have your message for today, your affirmation. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. So I'm going to repeat that for you. My ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. And I just saw 222 on the timer. So pile 3, don't engage in whatever this is. I'm very much getting that it's not even your problem to engage in, but someone's trying to pull you into it, okay? Let it go. Maintain balance. Remember that you got here your own way, and you have evolved past this. So when someone comes up and tries to trigger you back into some old way of being or doing, don't allow it. Don't respond. Don't react. It's okay to just walk away and be like, this is not my problem, right? All right, pile 3, this has been your message. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.